And now, your Midday Ark-La-Miss news update.
Good afternoon. Thanks for tuning in to NBC News Daily. I'm Haley Hines with your Midday Ark-La-Miss update. The town of Marion and the Darbon chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution co-sponsored a Veterans Day celebration. Veterans in attendance were recognized and honored for their service. The program featured music from the Union Parish High School Band, the presentation of colors from the West Ouachita ROTC Color Guard, and former U.S. Marine Lum Farr also spoke. And at the Arkansas State Capitol, petty and mean-spirited, two words Arkansas Democratic lawmakers are using to describe a rule change in the state Senate chamber. Samantha Boyd has more on the move that is said to be an intentional effort to further silence state Democrats.
This rule change will put us as a contender for the single pettiest legislative chamber in the United States of America.
A rule change blocking Democrats of the minority party in the state Senate from being able to vice chair committees, not passing without a fight from those very minority members.
It lacks respect and decency for all members.
Majority Leader Senator Blake Johnson argues that it reflects the will of voters.
This is a partisan action that the citizens of Arkansas have given to the Republican Party to lead in policy development and conservative policy.
Based on them electing such an overwhelming amount of Republicans?
Absolutely.
Democratic Senator Greg Leding says a Democrat vice chairing a committee was going to be hard for them to do anyway, with only one Democrat having the seniority to do it, and only 6 members of the Democratic Party being in the Senate altogether.
This does nothing to streamline anything, make anything more efficient. This really is about just further weakening an already very weak minority.
Leding's also pointing out that prior to this rule change, there was already a rule that limited the minority to having only 2 of the 8 seats on a standing committee.
They have a role in their membership role and to be a equal member in the Senate. But as far as leadership, they should not lead according to the citizens of Arkansas.
While Leding says the action feels like a pretty clear attack on his party, Johnson says minority party members vice chairing a committee would come with consequences for the majority.
It could disturb and lengthen the committee process and extend questioning on policy that is largely agreed upon by the caucus.
The people that I represent and that the other 5 members of the minority represent are no less the people of Arkansas than the people in all these other Senate districts.
To 9, with 3 Republicans also voting against it.
And now, exclusive Storm Tracker Doppler weather with meteorologist Chase Ward.
It's going to be very nice and pleasant for this afternoon. Temperatures reaching into the mid-70s for our daytime highs. We'll start to see kind of a few clouds begin kind of sneaking in out of the southeast as we start to see a little flow of tropical moisture there, which is really from the remnants of Rafael, which completely dissipates in the Gulf of Mexico. By 11 o'clock tonight, there's going to be a chance we might see just a few patchy showers due to this huge surge of moisture. As we go into tomorrow, we are expecting a front to be passing through, so we are going to see some scattered showers and thunderstorms that will begin to pop up mostly during the afternoon hours, but we could see some patchy stuff before then, mainly during the morning hours of Wednesday. But by Wednesday night, everything kind of clears on out. The front passes and winds will start to stay northerly, and we'll even have a chance to see our temperatures cool down by the late week. Expecting low 61 degrees for tonight. A few showers are possible. Then tomorrow, expect more scattered stuff of rain, even a few thunderstorms. Temperatures could still manage to reach it into the mid-70s and then kind of begin a little bit of a cool down for Thursday and Friday. Matter of fact, our lows will be kind of falling to mid, possibly lower 40s Thursday and Friday night. Over the weekend, it's near seasonal, but by Sunday, we kind of start building back those temperatures above average to the upper 70s through at least Monday. And as the temperatures build, so will the clouds. So we might see mostly cloudy conditions through Sunday, Monday, maintaining some minimum rain chances as many miles of a little disagreement that will keep up through at least next Tuesday.
That's it for your midday update. NBC News Daily continues.